West Virginia. You know, I was going back to my predictions preseason where I said West Virginia was going to suck. And then, you know, all the West Virginia fans are like, ooh. Which you get to be right. You get to be right. You didn't suck. You didn't suck. But I went back and I thought, I wonder, you know, how this West Virginia team graded on some of the most reputable sources for analytics in college football. This is the Pick Six previews. This is Brett Ciencia, a Heisman voter. It's the best book for college football that exists. It is almost never wrong. And just like me, this time it was. You know, how about these analytics? Try these on for size. West Virginia was 55th of 69 Power 5 teams last year. 10 of 10 in the Big 12 as far as game grades go. They were the worst team graded in the Big 12. You lost your entire receiver room, most of your corners. We have been waiting for the offense to do something. You couldn't do it with JT Daniels, a former 5-star quarterback, and Graham Harrell. So how am I supposed to trust you? It feels like everybody's new for West Virginia. You know, you have C.J. Donaldson who's just running the ball. You know, I miss like the Pat White era. I was like, oh, where's that here? Why? How did Neil Brown screw this up so much? The worst coach since the late 70s for West Virginia. And lo and behold, all these questions I'm asking, here they are. West Virginia preseason, 51st in score. This is based on last season. 51st in scoring offense, 80th in yards per play, 112th in yards per pass attempt, 102nd in QB rating, 108th in explosive passing rate, meaning the entire passing game has sucked. Defensively, 116th in scoring defense, 116th in points per play. Did you know West Virginia last season allowed 0.48 points per play? That is every 2 times a team just ran a play, they would get a point. 412 yards per game. Oh, I hope all of you are listening to this. 40% on third down. Your pass defense 111th in college football. 8.2 yards per attempt pass defense. Do you hear that? Do you hear that and you think, oh, that's bad? Right? I'm the idiot. 48th last year recruiting class. 2023, 48th in the country. And I'm the idiot for saying West Virginia would suck. For saying West Virginia wouldn't be good at football. That Neil Brown, who was past the hot seat, who couldn't win at a place where everybody wins, where even Dana Holgerson can win, a place that has rich college football history. I was the idiot for saying that West Virginia couldn't get it done in Big 12 play. I asked, that's the question. Was I? And the answer is yes. Somehow, West Virginia has been good. And I say somehow because on paper, this team should be terrible. 13th out of 14 teams in the Big 12. Garrett Green, the West Virginia quarterback, who, yes, has been hurt, through 5 games, total games as a team. I know he hasn't played all 5. 53% completion percentage for Garrett Green. That's bad. Nico Marchiol, 56%. That's not worse, but still bad. West Virginia as a team, 778 passing yards. Only 62 completions in 5 games. Are you hearing these numbers? 6 passing touchdowns in 5 games. Quarterbacks have only been sacked 7 times. Nico Marchiol, 5 of those. He just isn't as crafty, I guess. 7 times. Only 7 times is good. I just don't... Running the football, 959 yards. Hell yeah. 200... Guys, 225 carries for West Virginia this year to 113 passes thrown. 62 completions to 225 carries. 11 touchdowns on the ground. And it's the defense. Above all else, it's the defense. Leading receiver, 239 yards. This is the Iowa of the Big 12. Oh, Beanie Bishop Jr., Trey Lathan, Aubrey Burks, Hershey McLaurin, Sean Martin. Remember when I told you about Sean Martin? He's good. I don't know, man. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how this happens. The offensive line is so good now, all of a sudden. CJ Donaldson is so good now, all of a sudden. And the same defense, new guys, but the same team, the same head coach who last season allowed the 111th worst pass defense in the country. 8.2 yards per attempt. That same coach, the same West Virginia Mountaineers are good. The 3 E's, baby. Efficiency, explosives, and eliminating errors. Technically 4 E's, Neil. They did it. They did it. I don't know how. Without Dante Stills, who was the one good thing, they did it. The entire cornerback room left, and you got better. And that's what you guys were saying. You were like, oh, my man Lee's good too. You're all saying this can't hurt West Virginia. The cornerback room was so bad that if they all leave, that West Virginia by virtue has to get better, and you were right. And you know why you all said that? You're not experts. The West Virginia people, you're not experts. Neither am I. You're fans. You're supposed to believe in your team, and you did believe, and guess what? You believed correctly. Now, do we fire Neil Brown? I don't know. It's a conversation we have for another time. Just know that these numbers don't make sense. West Virginia has broken college football, and I don't understand. I admit that I was wrong, but I don't know how. All of us were wrong. All of us were wrong. God bless. On Locked On Big 12, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.